So today we're going to learn how to plant a plant because plants are plants that cause the environment to be better. So the first thing you're going to do is position the plant in the proper planting place. So we want these to be about 2 feet apart. Then you want to be sure that you're removing all of the excess little stuff that here, the barks and stuff. And then we're going to dig the hole. Now, when we dig the hole, we're going to put all of our weight on the shovel. Now, it looks like I perhaps have encountered a root from this lovely tree. Now, these roots are very soft, so we do not need to worry about killing the tree because it won't die. So, I just put the dirt over to the side. I want it easily accessible to the hole. And then I just loosen up some of the dirt around at the bottom so that when I plant the plant in the planting hole, that the plant is able to grow. We want nourishing soil that's loose and beneficial to the plant so that the plant can be very planty. Now, this is called variegated liriope, and simply the way we're going to remove this is turn it over and shazam. Now, one of the most important things that you can remember when you're planting a plant in the planting hole is that the environment needs plants, and therefore you want this plant to grow properly. So you're going to separate the root structures so that they can begin to thrive immediately once it's planted in the hole. It's already thriving because I have separated the root structures from the root body. Now, the variegated liriope has this long plant structured leaves, and we just pull it up like a ponytail, and then we just cram the plant into the hole, and adding a little bit of dirt around the edges that I just used. Be sure not to use the clumps. We want to break it up so that the plant has this nice wet structured soil around the structure of the roots so that it can grow structurally sound as it grows in the planting hole, because we want the hole to work properly. Now, I'm simply going to struck this down with some power because I want it to be secured in its securely placed hole. Then I'm just going to rake this stuff up around it to make it pretty. No need to make it perfect. We have now planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 9 plants, and it's time to begin plant number 6. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the plant is in its proper place. These seem a little bit close, so I'm going to space them out just a little bit more, bring this up a little bit, and be careful not to get too close to the hostas. And then, looks like I'm almost ready to begin planting the plant in the structured hole for the environment. Now, so the first thing we're going to do is we want to be sure that we remove this barky bark stuff. We do not want it as part of the hole. Now, when digging a hole, it's important to remember that you're going to place your full body weight on the shovel and dig the hole. Really feels good. You know, the Bible says, from dust we've come, and we're going to go back to dust, so it feels good to dip in the dust. There. Now, notice this is a root. We do not want roots in our hole. We want our hole to be secure and free from any debris. Simply just take the dirt and roll it up to the side with your power. Now, in order to be sure that the hole is properly secured, I'm going to secure it with my fingers by raking out the excess dirt, then putting back just a little bit, because we want the hole to be ready for the plant. Now, when you're removing the plant, you want to be very tender and very careful, but you can just tip it over like that and squeeze out these roots, making them ready to begin growing. Immediately upon placing it in the ground, it's already begin to thrive. And that's what we want, because the environment is important to us. These plants give us oxygen. However, we do not want roots to be a part of this root structure. It is the wrong root. So I have disposed of that root by simply tossing it to the side and holding the ponytail, the grass ponytail, up and securing the dirt around the grass structure. And that will make for a very structured planting cycle. Now, this excess stuff here, we'll just smooth it around and make it look like this plant has been here since the dawn of creation. And that, my friends, is how you plant plants to be securely, properly fastened into the ground where they may thrive in growth and live and blossom and be what you desire them to be in your garden.